Hi, and welcome to Placement Slovakia webinar. Today, we will talk with you about why going for a traineeship in Slovakia, what are the reasons to consider this country. After that, we will tell you about the program itself, and of course, we will tell you what benefits will you get. My colleague Daria and I will share our stories with you, and she will tell you more about her experience as she is our trainee, and she went through all those processes just recently. And actually, why should you even consider Slovakia for your traineeship? Like I had the same question back in 2021 when I actually got an offer of a traineeship here, and I was like, Slovakia, Slovenia, where it is. So that's why I had to actually look for a reason why should I consider this country. And those are my 5 reasons, like central location, cultural diversity, economic growth, affordable living costs, and beauty of the country. So let me tell you more about each of these points. First of all, central location, like Bratislava, it's located in this like almost central Europe, where you can easily reach all the nearby countries, and it's easy for you actually to travel because you're going to have your internship from Monday to Friday, about 8 hours every day. So during Saturday and Sunday, you have actually 2 days to visit nearby countries and explore not only Slovakia, but also other countries all around. The second is cultural diversity, because like when you live in your country, like we actually live in kind of social bubble, and when you travel abroad you actually meet people from different mentality, and it's very nice when you just actually can communicate with them and see this difference, like start getting used to people who are different from you, who behaves different, who would like to express their opinion differently and meet new people, and everything is going to be new for you, and you will not feel like you actually live in your country and meeting with foreigners. You're going to be a foreigner here in Slovakia, and as soon as you don't speak Slovak, you have to communicate there somehow. So that's why those points that like in Bratislava there are lots of different nationalities and you can meet people from all over the Europe. It was like worth considering this point. The third and the most important for me, and mostly it's going to be for you as you're applying for a traineeship, it's economic growth. As you can see here in Slovakia, we have top-notch companies right now, as this like market is growing so fast right now, and lots of national like different international companies, they're opening their branches here. And like when you see like that you can have an opportunity to work in Amazon or Henkel, Swiss, Siemens, PwC, Lenovo, and all others, like it's actually can be a great boost to, first of all, your skills, your knowledge, and second, for your future CV and understanding like in what culture would you like to work, like how all this corporate huge company works. So that's why we do have an opportunity to provide with English quality internships here in Bratislava, and it's very like right now varied that they actually invite people from abroad to work here in Slovakia. The first, affordable living costs, it's like we know that Erasmus grant is not really so high. So that's why, like, even though like we're giving free accommodation, which covers like the highest expense which you can have here, you can actually afford a good life here, even like if you need to go to gym or would like to travel, or you would like to buy a course for self-development or so on, or even save up money. Everything is possible here because as far as we know, Slovakia is located in more central or eastern Europe, and the prices here are usually lower, especially when you go out or you're hanging out in the bar with your friends. So in this point was really crucial for actually Erasmus students. The last but not least is beauty of the country, because it's great to go abroad and to visit nearby countries, but actually Slovakia has lots of things to offer and it's very underrated country. As soon as you start traveling, or even me, I'm a hike lover, so that's why I like going, visiting all these mountains around and like immerse yourself to all these cultural aspects and going into castles, caves, because like this very huge variety of this nature beauties which you can experience yourself. And again, it's very close to Bratislava, about like 3 hours, so you will not spend a fortune and you will not spend lots of time to see everything around. So those were like reasons which motivated me to apply. And I was thinking just like motivation is not really enough. So that's why like I divided few benefits which Slovakia as a country can provide for me. And first of all, it was professional development. Professional development, as you can see all those like top yes, international companies where I can actually work and try myself, or even like startups. Like the corporate culture here is huge. So that's why like learning all those new skills, being mentoring, try myself in everyday meetings, even like conducting presentations and webinars, like all of those gave me those like skills, and I saw in which field I want to work. So that's why it gives you clear understanding and really solid knowledge with which you can actually climb up your career ladder. And after that, like it's very logical it leads to job opportunities, because as for me, like I loved what I did. And it was very important that I can have at least this opportunity to be offered a job, which I did. So that's why I'm a full-time employee right now here. And yes, right now we have the statistic that 70% of our interns they get a job offer here, because like when the companies they are looking for trainees, they actually thinking about them as a future employee. So if you have this ambition to actually keep working, it's actually possible here. Moreover, I would say that even though you don't want to stay in Slovakia, but you would like to work at the same company, you can be actually transferred from one company to the same company, but in another country. Because like getting an internship here in Slovakia, in for example Zurich, is easier than actually getting a job offer somewhere in Netherlands in the same company. So that's why like it's not only a great chance to be there, but it's easier way to get into this business and corporate culture. And the third one, it was like language skills development, because like I spoke English, it was like okay for me, but like I wanted to improve it, and of course I was afraid of making mistakes. So that's why it was very crucial that it was a second language for people. So that's why like I didn't feel judged. Like no one actually corrected my mistakes, even though like I did them a lot. Like no one cared, because the most important it was communication skills. It's it was that like I overcame actually this barrier. What it's easier for you because like people have the same or like higher level than you, and they're like preparing you for each step. Like for the meeting you need this type of vocabulary, so you're drilling yourself, you're preparing. And actually English will be like all over you. You're not Slovak native, so that's why if you would like to go to the shop, you have to speak English. You go back home and you live with other Erasmus interns where you have no choice but speak English because they're from all different countries. And then you go to work, and again you speak English there because of the meetings, trainings, your tasks, responsibilities, like everything will be in English. Like practicing English is great. Being a foreigner and traveling is awesome, but sometimes we know it can like get a little bit lonely, especially if you're first time abroad and going for 5 months. Like it can be a little bit challenging, and it's okay. Like it's always okay. That's why we have here foreign communities in Bratislava. There are like 16 or more chambers of commerce. Of the major European countries, and not only, where actually you can go and people will speak your language. They organize for each country some kind of parties, events, and you can again like feel connected. And moreover, if you like don't want to go and meet another like people even from your country, like tickets from Bratislava or Vienna airports, it's always affordable, and you have two always weekends where you can easily travel almost everywhere. And yeah, like it was just like benefits which the country provides, but within Placement Slovakia, we can provide you even more benefits. And my colleague Daria will tell you a little bit more about them. But let me tell you about the project itself. Because like Placement Slovakia is an internship program for higher educational students and graduates interested in Erasmus Plus internship in Slovakia. We have been working for already like 10 years, and we welcome here 500 Erasmus interns. However, like we're managed by Workspace Europe, which means that we're not only welcoming students here in Slovakia, we're also send Slovaks abroad. So we know this process from both sides, and we know like which challenges and like how overwhelming all this process can be for you. So we're here to help you with all the stages and with everything that you're going to face. All our internships, they're basically in either international or Slovak companies in all sectors to fit your profile, which can finish with a job offer. However, it might be harder for us to find you a traineeship here in medicine, law, and nutrition, as it's required Slovak language. So if you do know Slovak, feel free to apply as well. You can start anytime during the year. Like we don't have any deadlines. We will just ask you to fill in the application at least 1 month ahead, as we need some time to prepare. However, again, like applying half a year, it can be challenging even for you because our plans can always change. We do have like only like three requirements. First of all, you do have to speak at least B2 English. It can be B1 if you would like to mix this with another European language. So that's why we can help you. But like it's crucial for you as all the meetings and all your training is going to be in English. The second is being Erasmus plus eligible for minimum 5 months, because as you know, you do have 12 months of your Erasmus program, and we will be happy to help you, but the only condition is that it have to be 5 months minimum. In this order, like companies can actually train you, they can give you a solid knowledge with which you can work, and they can give you a real project which you accomplish by yourself, which is be really awesome for you, not to just like come and go, but actually stay here and feel yourself as a full-time employee. So those are our just requirements. And now I will ask my colleague to tell more about her experience, like how she overcome all these stages and her experience so far. Daria, the mic is yours.
Thank you, Anastasia. Greetings from Bratislava. Guys, my name is Daria and I'm an intern in the Erasmus Plus program at Placement Slovakia. Today I would like to tell you about my internship experience in Slovakia, how I'm going through all this process, what problems I had to face, and maybe during my story I can answer like some questions you might have. So my journey began when I became a bachelor degree graduate in the summer 2023, and there were just a great amount of questions in my head about what to do next, where better to get a full-time job, and so on. But looking at my CV, I realized that there is barely no practical experience according to my field of work, and this was exactly the reason why I was rejected and why I was losing out to so many candidates and opportunities. And then when I saw the information about the internship program in Slovakia, it sounds so common and so simple for me that I just wouldn't believe that. But there was only like one mind in my head. Well, at least I just need to try. So all you have to do to start an internship is just to choose a field of work according to your faculty of study. Have a huge motivation for self-development and just be open to everything new. And already in the middle of summer, I started my internship as a full-time employee of the company. And from the time I got this internship and till my arrival to Bratislava, Placement Slovakia was always in touch with me. They helped me with such necessary information like trip information, maps, parking information, and so on. And also, I guess the most the most stressful day for me was like the first day on my first day at work, and I see so many new things around me, like new colleagues, new office, new city, new country. And thanks to Placement Slovakia, they welcomed me really warmly. That's why I can accumulate my power to my responsibilities and to my work, but not about but not thinking about my bad thoughts and stress I'm feeling right now. And in the first week, Slovakia opened up to me like in a very special way. I was extremely surprised, like how the country's centuries-old history was combined with its multinational and technological advancement. And Slovakia turned out to be a really beautiful country with all its lakes, mountains, uh, and it is just amazing. I was also surprised by the affordability of the prices here, since an intern with Erasmus Plus grant here can afford a pretty decent life with no worries about the accommodation, about the lunch, and so I found that really great. And right now, I have been with the company for 4 months now, and my position is called Project Support Trainee. So far, I'm fully aware of my responsibilities and what this company does. So my responsibilities include administrative work on the project, document management, communication with partners and candidates, promoting the company on many platforms, reporting on my work, and as well as like solving non-standard and complex tasks, because all my work connected with the people and with communication. So in short, it's up to me and to my colleagues to make sure that this project continues to develop and is always in the process of improvement. And also, that's really great that like twice a week or once a week, I had like this face-to-face meeting with my mentor, with my tutor, where I can hear like the true feedback on my work, where I can share all my concerns, not about like work concerns regarding to the work tasks, but also my personal concerns, because I'm still a foreigner here and it's a new country for me. And I'm really glad that my mentor, my manager could help me with everything I need to get this adaptation process smoothly. And but I can say that our lives are not made up of work process alone. And what do you do when you leave the office and how you feel is very important. And I can say that I'm a person that just can't stay still. I love to travel, I love to see new things, I like to talk to new people. And I have already visited like some nearby countries with Slovakia, such as like Croatia, Hungary, Austria, Poland. And because you can do all these trips just in 2 weekend days, because all this country they are in a short distance, so you don't spend all your time on the road. And also my colleagues from Placement Slovakia and I will organize events for all our interns and former interns every month. So it could be like an evening out after work, or it could be an art therapy at the Danube sunset, or for example like the last trip was to Stropsky Plaza, to the mountains, where we spent like the whole 2 days of hiking and watching the beautiful views of nature. It was great because it was like the first such experience I had in my life. And would I say that it was challenging? Well, yes, of course. But would I say that I will do that again? Definitely. So that was just amazing, and I just feel like all this energy inside me is just burning and getting out of me. And if we can discuss my expectations about this internship, mine even exceed them. And I never expected that in such short period of time I would be able to acquire so many practical skills and communication skills. Because I do believe that communication is a key to everything, is a key to your successful career, is a key to your like healthy relationship with people. And also fate brought me together with amazing people in Slovakia. So like they were born in completely different parts of this world, but I met them here in Slovakia, in Bratislava. And you can never feel left out. So this international environment you're immersed in will not make you feel bored and will definitely help you to adapt quickly. So like my internship supposed to end in November, like in a couple of days. But after talking to my manager with our mutual agreement, we prolonged the internship until the beginning of February. And I think I still have a lot to learn here and experience. And I feel inside that I had a lot of to contribute to this project. And I do know that the ways how we can develop it even further. And after the end of my internship, I will return to my home country to develop myself and my professional activities further. But whether I think about returning to Slovakia or any other country, well, I can't answer yet. But exactly here, I realized what I want, what kind of employee I want to be, and what skills I still need to master. Well, overall, this internship was a great experience to me, and it was like, the way to grown up life. Because like when you're student, when you're graduated, you don't like feel like you are grown up already. But here in Slovakia, working till Monday, from Monday till Friday, like dealing like with all this grown up stuff, I feel like I'm a responsible grown up woman right now. And also, I would like to tell you more about our benefits and support our Placement Slovakia program provides, because I think that it's the most enjoyable part of our presentation, because it's what benefits our program offers. And this is why an internship in Slovakia can be so accessible and easy for the student, because I experienced it on my own. And we believe that all the internships should be paid. That's why you have like in your Erasmus grant from the university from one hand, and on our side, even though due to Slovak legislation it's prohibited to pay money to interns, Placement Slovakia provides bonuses in kind of like free accommodation, because each student who gets the opportunity to intern in Slovakia will live in a fully equipped apartment with all the furniture. So you will have like your own room, and the common space will be shared among two, three interns from other companies. The second one is another individual benefit. So you can also receive from your company lunch cards, sport cards, free language and professional development courses, because international companies take the corporate spirit and team unity very seriously. So you can count on constant team buildings, events, surprises, and just non-boring working day in a company. So the third one is an administrative work. Placement Slovakia is always a call. We are fully engaged with documents from all sides, and we are the ones to contact with any question. And we can provide the necessary information and help with adaptation in a new country. So we will be always there for you to make this process smoother. And the fourth one is practical support. So on the first day of a new intern's arrival, we always meet him. We take him to the by cab to the place of further accommodation, show him the apartment, and we always help interns with the paperwork for staying in Slovakia. Because as I said, we're still foreigners here, and only with the proper documentation and proper adaptation period, you can really enjoy your internship. So the fifth one is events. As I have already mentioned, every month our team organizes fun activities involving all our interns to get to know each other better and to get to know Slovakia better, its people and its nature. So I believe that this is an essential part of our program, because precisely in that situations, our guys open up to each other, and they like charge with positive emotions for further achievements, for further their career achievements. And the last one, but not least, it's no fees. Our program is absolutely free, and we do not charge any amount from all the parties. So the most essential is your presence and just desire to develop. And right now you can see like the photos from our trips, and I would divide them into like active events and super active events. So for example, like super active events, it could be, as I mentioned, like go hiking into Stropski Place in the mountains, or go hiking to High Tatras, or just exploring the city and walk like 20,000 steps. But there are some like not that super active things. For example, we enjoyed like the Danube sunset with the art therapy, and we're drawing like the castle there in Bratislava, or we can just have like a basic barbecue, but it was super fun because all the guys they were doing something, and we were in a super relaxed atmosphere where you can share your thoughts, where you can share your problems, because I believe exactly these people that right now like living with you, um dealing with the same problems as you do, they understand you even more than your, for example, relatives or closest friend in your native country. They cannot understand the full process you are going through, because they are not here. Then they're not like working in such companies. They are not gaining all this experience, but exactly these people, even from different places of the world, even different nationalities, but they do understand you even better, and it could be like the best friend for you to talk with, to share with, and just to exchange all these positive and also negative emotions. And also I can say you that thanks to all these events, I realized that Slovakia, it's not only about its capital Bratislava, it's about its cuisine, it's about people, it's about nature, about like small villages, small towns where you can see like the real Slovak people, how open-hearted they are, and how well warm they are. And for me it was like a great discovery. Well, all thanks to Placement Slovakia. They show me all of these like aspects of Slovakia, and for me this internship just was a great experience also, but also was like a great spending of my time, spending of my like youth time, and I will not regret about doing this again. Thank you guys. Anastasia?
Yes, so thank you guys. And I really hope that Daria can motivate you with not only her story, but also with benefits which our program provides. So that's why if you start at least considering Slovakia, I would recommend you to fill out an online application form at our website, placementslovakia.com, or you can easily scan this QR code, which will lead you there. So after you're applying, we will see your application in our system. Usually it takes us about 3 days to invite you for the first online interview with Placement Slovakia team. During this interview, we will basically talk what kind of internship you're looking for, what is the best for you. But we'll check your English and background, and of course, if you're eligible for Erasmus Plus, but we'll always check it even before. And if you would like to continue, we'll start looking for you a host company here in Slovakia. As soon as we find it and have positive feedback about your candidacy, then we will arrange the second interview, but with the manager of the company, with whom you will talk about your working task responsibilities. You will know all the information before the second interview, of course. And if you like it eventually, and the company likes you as well, it means we will welcome you here to Slovakia. We don't need lots of documents. We need only Erasmus learning agreement, which you will ask from your university Erasmus coordinator. And that's kind of it. Like, this is the whole process. Like, the final decision is always yours. You know all the information and you know what to expect. Like, we don't have any hidden, I don't know, milestones or anything. Like, you know all the process, you know how it works. And eventually, we just really would like to help you to have a great experience and your future career path. You always can say no, and we always can help you if you start like have been a second thought. So also you can always check some more useful information to double check all our contacts and everything. So you can check our Instagram Placement Slovakia, where we always post our positions. So you can see our interns here, how we live, all the useful information and videos which can help you actually to adapt here in Slovakia. Also, to hear more stories and more interviews with our interns, you can always go to our YouTube Placement Slovakia as well, where you can actually hear how people spend their 5 or even more months. If you like more to read our testimonials, you can find on placementslovakia.com website in the section news. And if you have like further question or any info, we can always help you out. So please write us an info@placementslovakia.com, and we will be really happy to meet you here in Bratislava. So guys, I hope this presentation was useful. It was our pleasure, and we're really looking forward to all your new CVs, and we're looking forward to help you.
Thank you.